Go ahead. Oh, Boyce Watkins was talking about building a family LLC.
Yeah,
so
you
I
could do
sent
that.
a video to my husband, and he was like, "All right, let's do it."
Might as well, and then you can have like all their names will be like partners. So it'll be like not partners,
right?
Like a council, a board. Yeah, like a board.
Oh,
like
a board.
You'll be on the board, he'll be on the board,
them.
and the kids too.
Right. I can pay them and then reduce my taxes.
Yeah, because he's going to need more of those supplies, so that will fall under the LLC. Yeah, you should definitely start that for next year's taxes.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing. So, that's why I named mine Camel Success Network, because I wanted to, when I had the idea for that, I was like, I know I'm just not going to only do coaching, but I don't know what else I'm going to do. So I'm like, in the meantime, let me just instead of making Letitia Campbell or whatever, I was like, let me just make Camel Success Network. And then go from there. Yeah. So I put all their names, all their .coms, Warren, Aurora, all them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just in case they're gonna use their name as a .com, and that's it. But yeah, make it an LLC. You're building stuff anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know if it's like that in Texas, but I know in New York, I could take this square footage that I'm sitting in and that be like my office. Yeah.
Yeah. And we
How
have
you doing, Charmaine?
That has no bed or nothing in it.
Yeah.
And that's a office space.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How you doing, Charmaine?
I'm good. I'm excited. I like the little SSA Mentee group.
Me too. I'm so excited about it too. Give you guys the opportunity to be creative in this space, because the academy is great, but you guys are now a little bit beyond that. So I wanted to, you guys can still come to those Monday meetings, but for right now, like being here is great. Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, I think would be great for you. So Darlene, what you been working on, sis? I know you have your workshop coming up.
Specifically nothing.
All right. So
hey, truth, I haven't done anything.
Why? Because of work and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like so ready to leave.
I don't blame you. Aurora, get the baby. She's climbing on the table. So, the week is not over.
Yeah.
So what is your plans tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Like, what's going to be your plans for Friday?
What I said I was going to do, one, I got to do my podcast tonight. It's going to be really, really cool. It's on finances, but I'm bringing the Bird Box twist to it.
Oh, how you going to do that?
You know how Bird Box, if you have your blinders on, your blindfold, you're on this path, and the thing that's out there is the fear, the negative self-talk, the whatever. But you've already been told, hey, come get, this is where the destination is. So you have to keep your blinders on so that you can follow this path, and whatever the vehicle is will get you to that destination, which the boat is the vehicle. And even though you're chartering, you're on this chartered path to get to your final destination. It's all written out. It's somewhere in my book.
So when you're doing these podcasts, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to listen to them in their completion, but what is your call to action for these podcasts?
I haven't created one, and that's what I realized after I did the first two. I didn't do an actual call to action. Okay,
so do you have what are you using for your list? Like, do you have are you using Constant Contact? Like, what do you have right now?
What am I using now? MailChimp.
Okay. Do you have a page where people can drop their email?
Yes. So I just need to offer that as my call to action. Yeah. Yeah,
that'd be good. And even if since with podcasts too, you can even do the text TXT 180, and that's $20 a month. I know. And send them to since they're on their phone, listen to it anyway. You can send them to your list via text message. Now they got you got their phone number and their email, because their next step will be for them to put their email in after they text. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know that in the next month, I'm thinking for the conference about making all registrants registered via text. So we have their phone number, we have their email, you know what I'm saying? And we're able to send them notifications like that. Because I was looking at a few people who did that, and it makes total sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds
So
good. So I will definitely add my call to action.
Yeah, you need a call to action. It doesn't matter what you use, as long as it's something where you get their email. And I mean, you can go while you're doing your podcast, but you can go live at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And just put down, oh, I'm recording for my podcast. Come check it out. This is episode, like how Rhonda does, like episode whatever. And you're just talking, not really engaging with the people who are on the live. But you know, you're gonna go back in and engage, but they know automatically, oh, she's recording her podcast.
Yeah, I was because I had thought about that. I was like, how are they? And you just, when you're recording, are you editing out anything? Because I haven't done any edits or whatever. Whenever I start talking, that's what it is.
I don't edit either. I just start talking. Upload. That's it.
Because I'll get to listening, and then I'll never distribute it.
Yeah, I mean,
if I actually listen to it, I'd be like, oh no.
I just start talking. I know it's like a radio show. If I was listening to 97, Hot 97 or whatever, it's all like in the moment. You know, they're not editing like anything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how you edit a podcast. Like how you supposed to, because I don't know.
It's like you can chop it up and do some other stuff, but I ain't got time for all of that.
Yeah, I don't. I just literally it's just like I could take this Zoom and make it a podcast. It's like because it records the audio too, but some people edit the audio off of this. I don't. Too much time, and a lot of times we have a team for that.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
No. So I think for right now, like you really closing out this month with your hardcore. Keep going with your podcast, maybe correlate the live in conjunction with the podcast, having that call to action, because I believe yours is coming up in February or March, your training.
It's March.
Yeah, March 9th. Yeah, I love the 30-day marketing plan. That's how I do the 21-day plan, but it's really a 30-day marketing plan. If you really look at it, it runs for 30 days because it takes 30 days for me. Like I'll do the 21, but then after that I do the follow-up and then all that. And that's where, people start to get on. So but I'm saying like, you got to just start now, and that way you have the
we're supposed to, we're supposed to have a, something to launch or what have you. So every 4 weeks. So what I wanted to do was to take my current or the ebook that I had that's like 200 pages.
Yeah.
And relaunch it and do the workbook piece of purpose.
Okay. You could
have them find.
Yes, you could so turn that into a course, into a workshop, because you already have it. So technically, since now we're launching every 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Technically, you're supposed to have something the week of the 4th, like the first week
of the 4th. Okay.
Of February, like let's say either the 8th or the 9th or whatever. You're supposed to be like having some type of course, workshop. Something like that. Technically, going up to the 4-week plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take that and just redo that as maybe a freemium, something to give at that time, that mark.
And they pay for it?
Maybe.
Okay.
$7, I guess. I don't know. I kind of thought about that, but what you think?
I think you should, to be honest, to put a price. You can put a price on the ebook. The reason why I say I like to put prices on things, because now I have a list of buyers. Even if it's for $1, there's one guy, and I got to see you the screenshot. Last year, I was watching this guy's funnel, and he led to a Facebook ad, and it was just a regular old ebook. It was talking about marketing on Facebook, and his marketing strategy was, I buy that for $1, like that movie, RoboCop. And I just paid $1 because I'm like, oh my God. I like that because if you like remember that movie, I don't know people, the kids this day,
right? They won't know.
But I got it. Like, I'll buy that for $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just $1. You know?
Yeah.
Go to bed, Rory. Yeah. So, yeah, even if it's $1, now you have a list of buyers. You know what I'm saying? And like, I get what Star was saying, but when you're launching things, you got to separate the people who are watching you versus the lookers and the buyers. Yeah. So if it's $1 or whatever, you just, you have a list of people who bought from you. So, you know, so that's why my live stream training, I have it for $7. You know what I'm saying? Because the purpose is I want to make sure, okay, you're in my funnel, so buy some. Oh, you're not? Okay. You know?
Right. Because like, I gave it to you for free. Now you're going to have to buy it.
Because I'm telling you, as you do this and you start coaching and offering stuff, those people who watched you when you wasn't offering anything, when you was just going live and you was, they're just going to keep watching. You know what I mean?
Like,
now, yeah.
Up the game.
I know. Now you got to let them know, like, no, I have programs and services. And I'm here this is business. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to launch something and put a price on it right away. Like that. Yes. All right. So I hope that's good. I mean, and again, you can launch that ebook, put some lines on it, say it's a workbook.
Right. That's what's already in there. And I'll just see if I can revamp what I have in there to make some adjustments. What have you. And I'm also, that's one thing. And then the next thing was my 31-day, I declare for finances or money mantras and stuff like that.
I will make that. I was just thinking about that with you. You need to make a membership group, $20, $25 a month. And they get 31 days of affirmations, money affirmations every single day. And then when next month comes, you start back at day 1.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
You could even create pre-recorded videos, 31 of them, and just schedule them inside the group and run them on that group will be all on automation, and you just have your notification on just in case you want to have questions. I think that would be amazing for your launch for March.
For March. Okay.
The great time because people by then are probably thinking about when they do, if they do get their taxes or whether they get it or not, they're thinking about their money for the rest of the year. So I think that would be a great place for you to put that affirmations in there. So now you have residual income coming in and it's perfect like that. Like, for example, let me show you this one lady. This one lady did a membership group. Hold on, I'm gonna find it for y'all. A lot of people will tell y'all to get into making a full-on coaching program, but listen, I didn't start like that. I started out not knowing what direction I want to go in or what people really cared to look at. So I went the route of I'm gonna get some coins now to see what people like, what they don't like, and then I just use that content for my bigger, higher ticket programs. You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot when I did that membership program, a lot. Okay, so this is lady, I don't know if y'all know about her, but she did a Facebook ad. And can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
So this is her offer. She's doing it for $47 a month. So it's a membership club. She calls it I like that when she said club. So I'm thinking about this redesigning my membership program, not call it a membership program because now people are assuming they're going to get coaching because I'm noticing the membership girls are inboxing me questions and stuff like that. Make it a club like it would at a gym club or whatever. And she has all of this included in her membership club. Monthly live workshops, that's simple. Huh? I'm sorry?
Oh, no, I didn't say anything.
Okay, awesome. Monthly expert trainers. I mean, you could ask any one of us to go in there and do a little bit of training. Octavia can teach something on wellness. Charmaine can teach something on loss. You give her a little money on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can utilize each other that are already in the community. Like how I pulled you and said, hey, can you do a training inside mine? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can start to influence eyes. I don't know if that's a word, but like like hype each other up and make each other credible instead of waiting for everyone else to,
Yeah, and put that on your resume.
Exactly. Okay. I'm an expert trainer. I work with this, and that. You know what I'm saying? Like pull the community. But anyway, private Facebook group, accountability partners, which is great, and so much more. But really in a membership club, all you need is about 3 to 5 features, right? And as you go along, as you keep relaunching it, you start to stack it with more stuff because you start to build more content, get more people involved, whatever.
Right.
Okay. But as long as you have at least 3 to 5 features just to start off, which is normally what? A Facebook group, monthly trainings, accountability partners, resources, like that's you going online and looking up articles about money, looking up articles about loss, looking up like events. Like I know one of the things I used to do is find local events, like because I got an idea of where everyone's from. I would find events that's based on their location. And if you want, you could do a monthly book club. If you want, where you get them reading one book a month about finances, about loss, about weight loss, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real simple. I'll send this picture to you guys. Matter of fact, I can send it now. Hold on.
I already screenshot it. I'm on my phone.
But yeah, I use that as a template. It's amazing. Let me send it now because once I get off here, I won't forget. I won't forget. I'll leave nothing to memory any longer if I don't do it now.
I know that's why I said, let me get my notebook.
And just so you guys know, every time we do these sessions, I'm just gonna like ask each of y'all what you're working on at that time. And that way it'd be sort of membership club. Individualized. I'll put this in the group, girl, in the Mentee group. Where's the Mentee group? Make sure I put in the right one. I'm not gonna do a Megan. So like I said, for me, that membership group, I'm so glad I started there before I got into, this academy used to be called, what was it called? MLM something academy, I called it. And it used to be a 6-week. I launched it like back in January of 2015. I got like 4 girls in it on my first launch. But then once I did the membership group, because I was like trying to come up with content that I thought they would like. But once I did the membership group, it was a good test, a practice on my big course. You know what I'm saying? And you could take tons of clients in a membership club versus a weekly coaching program because you're not really in it. You're not doing weekly calls. You're not doing all this stuff. My biggest mistake was the MLM domination, that $97 a month, and making that a weekly thing. I should have kept it as a membership club, not where you were doing calls every week. It was good. I mean, I have tons of content now, but it was too much for just $97 a month. I wore myself out. I did. We had about 50, 60 people in there. Yes, it was about $4K a month, but I literally wore myself out. And I was doing weekly one-on-one sessions. It was, I wore myself out. So I had to just let that go. I should have just kept on with that $25 a month, which I'm going to go back to doing that. I'm going to change the membership from $47 to $25 and keep it to where this is a club, not a program. It's not a membership program. It's a club.
Right.
And that way you have residual income coming in because my marketing calendar, I have it to where October, November, December, I want to just take a break. I want to build up this membership group, get as many girls in there. And that way, at the end of the year, I'm not scribbling, scrabbling and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's too much.
Yeah.
I just want to take a break. That's why I'm like really going hard and heavy the first, second, third quarter. And that way, at the end of the year, I'm just chilling. I'm doing the Bali event, and I'm just, after that.
Break
time.
Yeah, get ready for the next year.
I'm launched out. Yeah, and I won't lose the momentum as far as the interaction because, again, I'm going hard with the Facebook, put in my cubby. I'm going hard with the Facebook ads, still do my live show, and And the call to action would be join my membership club. Get in there. I can have Therese just manage getting people inside, onboarding them in, and they run through that membership site, and that's it. But you guys saw what I did with the MLMpreneur crew. I just put my videos in the group. You know, that's all I did. I didn't have a membership. I didn't even know what a membership site was. So I realized the membership site, Rhonda, when I paid my $4.97 for that call with Rhonda before I started working with her. And she's like, you have a membership site? I'm like, what's that? Is that a website? Like, what is that? I didn't know what that was. And it took me forever to give her team my content for my membership site. Just like, I just put that thing in the group. They go in there, they go look at it. You know, even now, people don't go to the membership site. Yeah. Hey, Marielle. You froze? Is she moving? Oh, there she go. Hey, you look gorgeous. All right.
Hey, I'm finishing putting gas. I'll be right back.
Okay, go ahead, honey. Go ahead. It's cold outside. Nobody, I know in New Jersey they fill your tank, but not out here. I'm like, somebody come to my tank. I don't like to touch the nozzle
here.
Huh?
It's self-service here.
I know, here too.
Your own gas.
I know. I don't like touching the nozzle or nothing. That's why I wait till it goes
I
up.
have hand sanitizer on my keys. I'm like, as soon as I finish, I don't trust it.
Yes. How's it going, Charmaine?
It's good. I put a question on my page. I said, yay! Got a little bit of feedback.
What did they say?
They said a lot. I kind of looked at it at work briefly, but I think I had 4 or 5 people respond to my, give me 2 things that you really, what did I say, had to deal with doing the grieving process. So that was good, but I haven't been back out there since like noontime today. So I just need to, tonight I'll go out and say kind of thank you or try to answer their questions. I'm not sure which one I need to do. To the ones who responded.
What do you mean? I'm
like
sorry.
If they gave me reasons on, hold on, let me grab my phone.
I'm gonna put the screenshot in the group.
Ooh.
My face looks odd.
I know. Let me smile like warm.
We'll do another one towards the end. Maddie, I was like, I love your hair, Marielle.
Thank you. I just got it done on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Oh my god! I need to get a
How's Lily?
Lily's doing all right. You know, she didn't sleep last night at all. I don't know what the heck was wrong with her. But she was able to walk for 20 minutes today, so that's a huge improvement.
Wow. That's amazing. She's a fighter.
She is. She actually wanted to run, and I had to like hold her real tight. I'm like, honey, you're not allowed to run yet.
She's fast too. Like Lily is fast.
They say right away. I'm like, no,
not yet. But she's used to that, just going and running, and that speaks a lot to, you know, what her mentality is. It's like, I'm not gonna let this hold me down. Like, I'm ready to keep going.
I know, my sweet girl. They'll take the stitches off on Monday, and then we'll go from there. Still in the waiting process, waiting to hear what the results were of the biopsy. So
Okay. So she's taking like medication, stuff like that?
No, she's now off her pain medication. She already finished them all, so she's just healing on her own.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, we're still praying for her, honey.
Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
But I'm sure in doggy language she's asking for meds, for pain meds, but okay.
I know I would. I don't like being in pain.
I would be.
I was so mad when Baby V came out in that car. I wanted to get to the hospital and give me an epidural, so I was so much pain. Honestly, when she came out, I didn't even look at her yet. Like, my head was like, thank you, God. Oh, like, I was just happy I didn't have that pain anymore. Like, and then I looked at her, I was like, oh, she's great. I was just happy the pain was done. All I felt was like her head coming down. Like,
wow.
You know, I birthed the twins with nothing.
Ooh, God bless
Ooh,
you.
the soldier.
Oh,
On purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose and purpose.
Yeah. Got him out. I hear you. Sometimes the meds, it prolongs the pain. I know it makes it go longer. I'm just like, Yeah. So Charmaine, what's up, sis? What's with the
Okay, like my question was, if you have suffered a loss, and trust me, I know what it's like, please list 2 things during the grieving phase that were difficult for you. Thanking you in advance for your help.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
so they told me some things that were difficult. So I just say thank you for helping out with my course. Or do I do a little research and no, that just kind of gave me 2 things. I guess I don't have to. I can just go back and say thank you.
You put it on your personal page?
I put it on my personal page.
Hold on a second. Let me just look at it real quick. Oh, somebody racing outside?
And I don't know why Facebook said select a nonprofit.
I got that for something that I posted as well. I can't remember what it was.
They just trying to get their money. Okay, you got a good amount of responses. So someone said, I have accepted that those family members are just no longer physically here. So you could do 1 module on acceptance. What would I do differently if they were? Wait, let me read your question. Okay, so she said, what would I do differently if they were here? Oh, like what she could have had, had a probably better relationship while they're still living.
Right.
I get that. That's, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely something that people, I know for myself, I've thought about. I lost my father at a very young age, and I did not want to talk to anyone during the long period. Denial phase and being very young, I just didn't understand. Okay, so she's going into the father, and you still want to focus on the loss of the spouse, correct?
Well, I'm going to say we're going to not chase money, but we're going to follow where we'll get the largest audience. But I think I will, I want to try to focus on widows.
Okay.
But I don't have too many, my post was very generic, I think, just with loss.
I mean, me personally, I don't want you to miss money. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like, that's why I'm saying maybe your whole focus should just be the loss in general. But I get it. Like, if you're focusing on spouse, then you will have a certain conversation of, do you want to think about long-term care? Because a lot of people who have spouses who are not sick yet, but you never know, anything can happen. They're not thinking about the long-term care with home aides, home attendants, stuff like that coming in and helping out during the process. So it's not so stressful. Do you have a funeral savings? You know what I'm saying? Or even
finances,
finances has to be secure. Yeah. So you can have 3, because you always have to have at least 3 methodologies that you're going to be teaching them. So 1 can be finances. 2 can be, I was on the tip of my tongue. The second one can be emotion, right? And the third one can be something that you could just probably experience that you could talk about. It could be like living life after, like what to do, after the grieving and the loss process. You see what I'm saying?
I just really think that though she's focusing on death, divorces are like death.
Yes, it is. Yes,
we don't have anybody to tell us how to get over this shit.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with the same things, the finance part of it, the emotions, accepting that they're leaving you, how to even start getting out there again. It's just like when the husband dies.
Yeah.
Well, so it's a huge difference. I think except
for the burial.
Exactly, because I could never go and just curse my husband out for not being here. If we were divorced, I could find him and slash his tires. If he had another wife or girlfriend, I could mess with her. But I sort of can kind of see what you're saying. But death is just final.
Yeah, but you know, for most women, it's like okay, so you could be going through a marriage, and I was having this conversation with someone like years ago, and how she's like the fact that, you know, she still knows that he's living is painful for her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Yeah, it was almost like she wished him dead. So
yeah,
wow. She was like, yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but I get what you're saying. That's probably an ascension that you can have. And a lot of times too, like I mentioned to Cassie when she wanted to go after entrepreneurs for her particular program, I said, well, are you an entrepreneur? Do you still work? She said, yes. And I was like, nope, you're going to disconnect from your audience. Because if you're not living that life, if you've never been through a divorce, like that'd be great for you, Marielle. If you want to add that as an ascension and talk to women in divorce. But I find that marketing wise, because that makes sense. I like that, her doing divorce and loss. But marketing wise, I ain't gonna, if you ain't been to no divorce, it's like you say, death is final. You gotta still, especially if you have kids with the guy, you still gotta see him, you still gotta deal with the girlfriends and
in-law.
They ask you those questions like, he got married, all of a sudden, what do I do? You know, you just can't say.
Yeah, that is definitely different. Absolutely.
Yeah, like that's especially when you have kids and they got your kids around some other broad. Yeah, that's a whole emotional trip right there. But yeah, so as far as the questions, then the next question that you should post can be very specific to spouse then. But I like one of the girls, her answer. Let me go back to it. One of the ladies' answer I kind of like, and I feel like you can go two places. Can y'all see my screen?
And I like your questions too, Marielle.
Yeah.
So do I answer these people? Just kind of say thank you for responding?
I would invite them to your group. I mean, the ones who had like your spouse specific answers, not the father stuff, because like you mentioned, it's a different relationship. Yeah, denial phase. Oh, this is you, Maddie. I'm about to say, go get her in your group.
I think Charmaine needs to help me. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, this is Lisa in the program, working out how to move forward without my daughter. Oh, yeah, this is this is different. Yeah, I would never go there with that.
That's what I said. This was
that's a child thing
with the loss.
Yeah. So yeah, let's not make it so generic with it being lost, because if it was a loss of a child, that's just hard. You don't ever want to die before your children go. You want them to bury you. So that's a whole nother arena that I would tell them to go seek professional help, like just to help them out. But yeah, I know Lisa's story, so that's powerful. But yeah, let's stick with the loss and the spouse. Make those questions generally towards the loss of the spouse, and then getting those people into your tribe for right now. Okay. Just putting them someplace. They put in the effort to answer your question, so you might as well. That shows that they're interested in your content. So at least put them somewhere. You're not offering them anything just yet. You're just saying, hey, by the way, I have a group. And those are some of the things that I talk about, so that helping women, blah, 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 get in here. And then you just give them like just a link to your group.
Thank you.
So what's the name of your group?
Oh, my thing's Shara's Hope Chest. Here our pain ends.
Okay. I'm trying to think of another word for losing a spouse. Because everything people search for in words, right? So if they say divorce or husband died, you want to make sure that your group shows. You know what I'm saying? On their search, because everything people search for. So yeah, you can just just look for different keywords on Google, like what's another word for losing a spouse or losing a husband, losing a partner.
Or would I just have widow in there, because a widow would?
Yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm. That's straight to the point.
It'd be like Widow's Peak Tribe.
Yeah.
That's funny. What's her name? It said that year. I don't want to say years ago. What was her name? Rayma. When we were
Uh-huh.
talking. Yeah, and she had said maybe Widow's Peak. And I said,
Yeah, Widow's Peak.
hmm.
I came in my head because my sister has a Widow's Peak on her head. Yeah, they like that little V. You're like, oh, your husband gonna die before you, and she hasn't got married yet. So,
No,
One of
I
those
have a
old wives'
question like
tales.
this.
huh?
Is that one of those old wives' tales?
Yeah, my family is so old school. What you saying, Marielle?
That this is bringing a question because, like you're telling Charmaine, you know, people will relate to you because they'll be widows. They will have lost a spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And like with Artavia, they relate to her because she has kids and she
Yeah.
was pregnant and had those issues. So how are people gonna relate to me if I don't have diabetes?
Because didn't you go to school or you worked in that profession?
Yeah. So it's
There
just
you
because
go.
I'm an expert in the field then.
Yeah, that's it, and that's where they seek to you for advice, because something like that you will be an expert in. You should never be sitting there suffering with the diabetes, because they're like, "Wait, you're so sick, honey. I don't want to." You know what I'm saying? That's very different. That's like, that's a whole nother arena. So yeah, you're already professional in it. You've been in that industry for a while, so you're very knowledgeable of it.
All right. Good.
But life-changing stuff would definitely, people need to relate. They have to see you gone through it. So that's like lifestyle, like with health and wellness and things like that, and business and stuff like that. But you're in the health portion of it, so you can't go the route of like Artavia, who had a child, has kids, and now skinny and all that, and then you're going really on the medical side, which people need to see that you are professed in that. They don't want to see that you're suffering from that particular ailment.
Okay.
I
mean, I'm still sharing my journey because I do have pre-diabetes, and if I continue on the wrong side,
Did you ever say that? Did you talk about that before?
No, I don't think I did.
I think you should.
Yeah, well, so in my group, I have been sharing that I do have pre-diabetes, and this is why I'm going to different, getting all my testing done and all of that, which they should be doing. So I'm going through the process just like if I was a diabetic, and I'm trying to eat like they do and all of that so that they can relate better to me.
Okay. Well, definitely outside that group, and you talk about it. And another thing when you're talking to, you got to really change up your intro a little bit. The fact that you work with diabetics and their family members as well, because you're going to start, when you say it like that, you're going to start to see some certain people tagging their family under your broadcast.
Okay.
Because they could still be watching you. You know what I'm saying? Even as you're doing your makeup and stuff, you can change the direction of the conversation. Say, hey guys, one of the things I do is I work with people with diabetes. If you have a family member right now, just tag them in here so they can hear, you can talk about diabetes while doing your makeup. And that keeps people watching you because they want to wait till you finish. They want to see the finished product from your face. And you just engage. Patrick Starr does this all the time. He does 30, 40-minute videos, and he's just talking about different things he's doing, different events he's going to be at. And you just keep watching because I want to see the finished look. And, and while you're doing that, they're hearing what you have to say.
Right. So tomorrow I have to go to a network event with Latin women. Ooh. And I'm so scared of how I'm going to introduce myself. Like, I'm not sure what I need to say. I don't want to sound like I do this and I do this and I do this, and it's like all these things I do, yet I want them to know I offer different services.
Okay. So you tell them that.
Okay.
Honestly, when you're in with people, you don't have to be so quick with your intros. You don't have to do that short intro. We do it live because we want to hurry up and let people know who we are and what we do. Since live streaming is so chaotic, people go in and out. But since you're at the event, they're sitting there. They're not going to, not like a live where they just get up and get down, get up and get down. They're going to hear and listen to everything that you have to offer and everything that you want to talk about. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, because everybody has to introduce themselves and what they do.
Yeah.
So,
well, type something up and put it in the group and let me look at it.
Okay.
That just type a draft up that explains everything that Marielle does.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have to visually see it.
Okay, I'll do that. That sounds good.
Yeah, but seize that opportunity when you're in a live event to just extend, go into more detail on what you do. You know.
All right. I just wanted to make sense that it doesn't sound like I'm all over the place. Like you're just because now people are calling me a jack of all trades, and I don't like that.
Who said that?
Like everywhere, like I was at the bar just now, and my friend was introducing me, and she said everything I do, and they're like, "Oh, she's a jack of all trades." I'm like, "No, I'm an expert at a few of these things."
Yes, you are. But who wants to be known for one thing? Who cares what they think?
And you were at the bar. Come on now.
Yeah, at the bar, honey. You like Nene Leakes. I'm on Broadway and you home. Okay? What? And you gotta have multiple streams. It's like 5 to 7 streams of income, which is so right. But honestly, though, I know a lot of people, Marielle, that are very specialized and expert at 6 different things. There's a lot of women out there, and we, as women, we're moms, we're caregivers, we're so many things. And when we're monetizing all the things that we enjoy doing, people are like jack of all trades. It's not true.
Okay.
We already do a lot regardless. So
True.
Be proud of that you have, multiple ideas that
That's how I answer. I just have multiple lines of income, and then they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. I mean, hell, you got to do that. I mean, look at, Darlene. She started out doing It Works, and then now she's doing, the money thing and the It Works. I'm getting into learning more about real estate. All these properties out here in Brooklyn, these white folks, no offense to any white people watching this.
That's next.
But yeah, are buying up all these open land. And all these black people like, oh my God, they taking stuff from us. No, they just smart with their money. Mm. They put it in the right places and charging people $4,000 a month. I saw an apartment in Brooklyn for $125,000 a month. I will send y'all the screenshot.
Oh my God.
And they raised the price. It was like, oh, price plus $9,000. Just in the past month. That's how rich that neighborhood is. Wow. For people that want to live in that. And now that Amazon's coming to Queens, Long Island City. Oh,
wow.
People, you could rent a shoebox. People buy it for $5,000 a month. They're feeling like they're kings and queens, honey. Yeah, I'm getting some of that money. I am. So yeah, like me and Darlene was talking about how our LLCs are our family names because there's so much different things we want to do. So why not put everything under one LLC and it just be all a whole corporation of different products, services, brands, everything. Like Octavia can make her own workout line. I gotta get when I was talking to you in the messenger, I was like, I gotta get that guy's number I met in Bali. Well, not his number. I ain't calling the Bali number, but his email address, because he does drop shipping. All you have to get is like that little logo you have, and he'll put it like on pants. Like he has some awesome stuff where the words were going down the pants and the sweatshirt, and you just sell it. You don't hold any of the merchandise. They just literally put your logo or whatever on whatever piece of clothing that you want. You can make your own clothing line and people order it from that. It's through Shopify.
Oh yeah, I need his information because that's
I gotta find it. His name is Maurice. I remember his name. He looked like one of my ex-boyfriends. I was like, oh, that's not him.
I want that for my stuff.
Yeah, it's really dope. And you never see him online because he was like, I don't need Facebook. Like I make money doing this. I'm like, okay. They call him the Dropship King or whatever he calls himself. I gotta find this information. I know he's in the Unstoppable group. Hold on, let me look at it right now.
Because that was one of my things I want to come out. I even want to come up with like a kids clothing line.
Ooh, girl.
Stuff.
Yeah, get that automated so you're not carrying none of the stuff in your house. You know what I'm saying? You send them to the link and they order it. And his company is very customized. So if you want certain wrappings or certain packaging, like maybe yours is pink and maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's like your brand.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
He was the one that told me, like, you gotta, what he was saying? He was saying a lot of cool stuff about how to, like, automate your business without having to get, like, VAs and stuff.
Oh.
Oh, let me find him. How do you, oh, here you go. It's the box. What his name is, Marcus or Maurice? M-E-R. It's Marcus.
And Marielle, aren't we all pre-diabetic until we get diabetes?
No, we aren't. You have to have glucose of 101 to 125 fasting to be considered pre-diabetic.
Okay.
And your A1C will be between 5.7 and 6.4. So you are having some glucose intolerance, just not enough to be considered diabetic.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
But that's a very good point. A lot of people I need to start talking more about the difference between
girl.
diabetes and diabetes, and people that think they get cured and they never have it again. That's not true. You know, you're just
girl.
you gain the weight back, and diabetes comes immediately. It never goes away.
Okay.
Diabetes, honey.
Or the sugar, as we call it.
The sugar disease. We're all sweet. We're just, some are sweeter than others.
Yeah. So, who was that on? Was it on you, Charmaine?
No, I think you finished with me, and then
Okay.
Marielle had asked a question, so I think I was done.
Okay.
Gave me some ideas on changing my name, well, finding. Yes, yeah, so they can find me with for who I'm trying to represent.
Yes.
Thank you.
Maybe think of another name for widows too. Maybe. This guy at? I'm gonna find him. He's a black boy. Yeah. Okay. So how about you, Octavia? While I look for.
Well, what I have done, I have posted my post in the group. I got a lot of feedback actually from that. I have about 16 different things, like 16 different answers I could talk about. So I have a lot of content I can go off of with the.
Here he is. His name Mark. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
This is the boy. It's about you anyway, Octavia. This is him. He like when I saw him in Bali, I was like, his name is Marcus. I called his name is Martin. I called him Maurice. I don't know why I did that. I was like, it's the same. I was like, is that Maurice? I was like, oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's him. You tell my type is always the same. As you can tell. Yeah, so I'm gonna tag you. I don't think you're in this group, but hold on one second. Where you go? Where you go, Martin? Oh, there you go. Okay. Martin I don't know how to pronounce his man name. Ebonics. I'm gonna just put his name in our group. Yeah, that's him. Follow him. Reach out to him. Ask him about the drop ship stuff. What is his packages? Just like I want to learn more about your drop ship stuff. I don't know his prices. I never got that deep into the conversation. All I know is he's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
He lives in Bali too, so. Oh, I'm not trying to hook y'all up. I'm just like.
Yeah, so I got a lot of good feedback from my post, and now I just have to, I guess, make the 21-day plan and go live about it.
What was the feedback that you got?
A couple people said that they had issues with extra skin. And I noticed like a lot of the women had C-sections too. So I think I need to go more into some information about C-sections and exercising as well.
Did you have this guy don't even post.
But see, I didn't have a C-section, but at least 3 of the women who answered did.
Okay.
And one lady said she had low energy, and then like a sore. She was sore after birth, which I was sore because I mean your body just went through all that drama.
Okay.
For 9 months. And then some people said eating better. And then some people also mentioned the extension of their belly, but it never went down. And I had asked them, have they ever heard of diastasis recti? And that's where your abdomen muscles split to go around your belly. But after you deliver, it never go back completely. So I asked about that. And a couple people said time. And then somebody said like they was needing low impact exercises. And another lady said she didn't have issues. It was Faith. She said she didn't have issues losing weight, but she was always constantly looking for stuff to build her milk supply. And I had went through the same thing, so I can even relate to her with that.
When you mentioned about the C-sections and stuff, you know, I can see you doing helping those women while pregnant prepare their bodies for an actual birth. Because I mean, it's something, unless there's just something that is causing them to not being able to deliver naturally.
But you're focusing on after birth. You're focusing on after they have the baby, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Because somebody like Jean will be more of the person who do like the before you get pregnant to the pregnancy process and the birth, and then you come in at the after you have the baby, continuing on. So you have like a course here basically. One module can be, because since you said one of the difficulties they were having was low energy, so you could type it in as how to build up your energy, you know, after you have the baby, which is one of the things you guys know I struggled with was the energy, so I can relate to that. You could do one module on pain management, eating better, body changes, because you mentioned how the bloatiness and stuff, and you had an answer to that actually for that, so that can be included. Time management, you know, not having enough time for what though?
To actually work out. She because I can understand it, because like I'm so busy sometimes with the kids and running around, and like by the time I get home,
okay, so you know what's in now, these 7-minute, 10-minute workouts. So maybe you can have videos like 10, not 10, but like not probably 5 different, you know, workout videos that you can have. I know this girl I follow on Instagram, she does that. And you can like have your own. What did I say wrong?
It's just your face. You're like, what do we have time for what?
I mean, time for what? Like, what she mean? She don't have no time. You have no time to make the baby. I mean, you just got
time for
what you know that's multiple times, you know. Now the next thing is working out. You can have some workout routines. That's more body focus, because as a woman, when you give birth, you gain weight in different spots. Some women I seen, their tummy went down flat, but their thighs and their arms was like, that's where the most of their weight proportion went towards. So maybe you could make them very specific towards, I just got big everywhere, but I know a lot of ladies who are like flat tummies or semi-flat tummies, but the rest of their body they don't like. Milk supply, that's good, because with the last baby, my milk supply was only lasted about a month. Right. So as far as milk supply, what did you do? You have like some teas you drank?
Yeah, I used to drink this tea. It was called Mother's Milk. You can get it at Walmart. I used to drink that. And then there's a pill. It's like a mineral. You can get it at the health food store. Even at Vitamin Shop, it's called Fenugreek. That helps.
Fenugreek.
That helps.
I didn't know that.
Vinegar.
And
And also one of your products helps with that as well.
Salt water?
No.
What's
One of the products in her back office.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you what my neighbor did. So my neighbor, she today I dropped my kids off at school, and she's like, Tisha, she gave me, the cleansers drink. She gave me like 3 packs of that because she does the auto ship too, and she's like, I just got too much stuff. So girl, I was so happy. She's like, oh, I saw the package because she saw it works too. I get the keto coffee from them. So she saw it in front of my house because, I can't stand my FedEx guy. So he was banging on my door. I just left him out there. And then I opened the door. I saw, once he was gone, I saw that my order came in. But then she saw it too, and she just gave me the God, it's good. So I have it in the fridge because, they taste good cold. You know what I'm saying? When I wake up, I'm probably going to drink before I go to bed. No? I don't go to the bathroom and be like, babe, you ready? Like, no, I ain't ready.
Oh dear.
You ain't ready. Get out of here. Like, don't act like that. Remember back in the day when you... Yeah, so what are we talking about? Okay, working out, milk supply, and yeah, you got a course right there.
Okay, and then like when I go in, like when I talk about it, do I just talk about 2 or 3 little things under each, subject?
Well, if you're going to do the workshop, which is what you're going to offer, right? You got to take one of these things and talk about it, not all of them. I only said course because the whole thing will be in the course. If you decide to ever do a course, you can do all these points in your course. But for right now, maybe work on the top thing, like maybe right after somebody has a child, what is that first thing? That challenge that they have, which for me was low energy.
Yeah, I was thinking low energy.
Like I didn't really care too much about the weight loss, obviously, because if your energy is low, you're not going to feel like working out. So it's not really a factor of time. A lot of us, it's just, you just don't have the energy to do it. So you got to get their energy up. Once I tried your product, y'all saw what happened to me. I was just like all over the place. Super hyper.
Yes. And then I think you was double dosing.
I was doped out. I was doped. I was up to like 3 a.m. I was double, triple dosing, honey. Y'all didn't put directions on there. When she told me not to mix the chocolate greens with the on-the-go greens, I was like, oh my God, I do that every day. And I was putting 2 soups in it. Woo! I was like, I was doped out. Then when I crashed, it was like real hard. So yeah, which one you want to do your workshop on? Your workshop's in February, right? No, yours is in March.
March
yeah,
9th.
March 9th.
I think the energy will be a good place to start because that's true. Like right after you have a baby, you're trying to do stuff to get in a routine and try to get your energy back, and that can be a struggle.
Yeah, it can be.
Staying up late and you're doing more, and if you have multiple kids, it's just that extra time added on what you already do throughout the day.
Absolutely.
Even if you're working. So I think low energy will be a good starter.
So hold on, let me see. I like to type. Let me see if I can type on this whiteboard here. Can I type on it? Yeah. So, okay. So low energy is the headline, right? That's the headline. So you got to have 3 points that you're going to teach them. Okay. This is for the paid workshop. During the paid workshop, you got to have 3 points to teach them. It has to be like steps, like step 1, step 2, step 3. Some people say secret 1, secret 2, secret 3. So you could do like 3 secrets. Sorry. What's wrong with this? 3 secrets on how to gain more energy sorry, I'm spelling stuff wrong. After childbirth, right?
Mhm.
And this is the headline. So 3 secrets on how to gain more energy after childbirth without having to drink 10 cups of coffee a day, or lose or try, because that has to be 2 points with after the that continues on. So without having to so let me drink this, spelling stuff wrong. Drink 10 cups of coffee. Do you think it's on how to gain energy more after childbirth so you can do more things or get more accomplished? Get more accomplished without having to drink 10 cups of coffee a day, or I was saying lose connection with your baby, but that sounds a little too harsh.
Mhm. Or lose 10 cups of coffee a day.
I would say like drive your family crazy, because I know when I didn't have energy, I really would attack Rory, not like physically, but like I felt like he wasn't helping me doing anything. So when he would come home from work, I used to be like, you have the best life in the world. You don't help me do nothing. You don't help me do shit. And I used to just go in because I envied him, because I almost missed going to work at one point because I got to talk to people. I was in the house.
Mhm.
I was a mess. Like, I was home, not just a baby with 4 kids, 3 other kids. It was just I was so jealous of him.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, I can get that.
Say, or without driving your partner or husband crazy. I don't know. Like something they can laugh at, because if I seen that title, I'd be like, oh my God, that was me, you know?
Mhm.
I feel like we all get a little bit envious of our spouse. I never tried this feature before. How do I save it? Oh, there's a folder. Okay, I'll put this in the group. Oh, Zoom, you got that. Look at that. They saved it in Zoom. Okay.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I hit save, and then something popped up, and I hit let me view the save file. Yeah.
Let me try.
Okay. So now let's talk about, now that you're marketing it, right? Because you're giving them a solution. Is the oven on? Okay. You're giving them a solution during that workshop, but now you got to talk about the problem to market people to get into that workshop. So what is low energy keeping them from?
That's what I need.
It's key.
That's your next question to ask your audience.
Okay, what's slaves keeping them from?
Yeah.
It can be keeping them from getting stuff done, like physically, or it could be getting stuff done.
Being happy.
Being happy.
Happy.
Not being motivated.
So I don't want you to think too hard. You got to ask your audience.
Okay.
And you need to come up with at least, I would say, 21 answers. So that way you have something to talk about each and every day up until the actual class. Because I always tell you guys, you got to be bad cop. You know, if you're talking about the problem, you know what I'm saying, more often, then people are going to then purchase your program, your workshop, whatever you're offering, quicker, because you're highlighting the problem.
Okay.
Like you can even talk about what I said. Like, you know, I have a friend, you know, she shared her story about how after she had a baby, she became very envious of her partner. How many of you guys have done that? Type in 1. you know, and you can go on after, as they do that, you say, well, how did you feel? Like, you know, when that happens, share it in the comments, you know, and just go into like, that's common for you to feel a little bit jealous, a little bit envious because he's out there, he's talking to people, he has a life, he has no baby on his booby and stuff like that. And he's coming up like, babe, what's for dinner? What's for dinner?
Yeah.
What? What is this?
Heck, I go through that now.
I felt like everybody needed that. What frustrated me was like I felt like everyone needed something from me, but nobody was asking me what I needed. I think that's where the rift came. The kids needed something. My clients needed something. He needed something. So that's what made me just blow up. Like I wish he would just come home and be like, babe, I got this cow for you. Like this restaurant, be like, here you go, or you know, things like that. You know. But a lot of women feel that way, you know.
Yeah, because like I like I said, I even go through that now because it seems like I be trying to get stuff done and work on my business, but it's like somebody always needs something.
Always needs something,
and it's like and it's like they can't look for nothing. The first thing they say is, "Mama, have you seen? Like, have you looked?
Have you looked for anything?" And it's crazy. It's like, you know, it's hard. And when I have friends that have one kid. And they act like it's so hard. And I just be like, shut up. Like, no, shut up. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear nobody complain about nothing during those, like, I don't know what you call it, postpartum depression. I don't think I had postpartum depression. I don't think that, I didn't have that at all. I think I just wanted people to, I wanted to stop being needed all the time. I want people to check in on me and ask me, but it's my fault because I always fulfilled people, you know? And it so that you could touch on too, you know, but don't give the solution. You got to talk about the problem.
Talk about the problem. Okay.
So we got 2 answers so far. So just think of or ask your audience for the rest. And that's your content.
Yay.
And you're going to do the same thing the following month when you do your next workshop. It could be for pain management or, you know, body changes, stuff like that. It's the same thing. We can talk about that next month once we do those calls.
Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah. Did I miss anybody? Oh no, I think I got all of y'all. So any questions, ladies? Did this give you guys any clarification? Yes, Marielle?
I haven't talked about what I want to do.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mama. You're looking all gorgeous over there.
I want to conquer the world. I want to.
Yeah, and you will conquer the world.
I'm out here at a gas station because I don't want to be home when he gets home, so he thinks I have a fun life outside.
That's right.
Even though I'm at the gas station.
Like you out, honey. I hear that. I used to do that too. Where I used to work overnight, I used to like come home after he left.
Exactly. I want him to come home and be like, where the hell is she?
Yeah, looking for you, honey.
Anyway, so I was thinking about doing when you did the first class, I was thinking about doing a free webinar to get people inside my group. Okay. But I need to make money now, so I'm not going to make nothing free anymore.
Yeah.
I've been doing free a whole year, so I want to do a workshop on the basics on nutrition basics. People are still asking if banana has carbs, if milk has carbs, and people don't know how to read labels, and it's just the real basic stuff. Mm-hmm. People are still asking questions about it. So I wanted to do a 2-hour group.
You heard me?
So what did you say to give them?
You need a membership club. So whenever they come time where they have a question, let's say they're at the grocery store or wherever, they're able to pop it in that group and you're able to answer them on demand. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see.
So that will bring in recurring money into your business. Were you on the live? Were you on this right here when I was showing the diagram of a person's membership club?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I did see you sent a picture. I just haven't seen.
Yes, that's just an example of a membership club. She calls it a club, which I really like that club at the end. So people know it's like a monthly, payment type of thing. Mm-hmm. And you need to create something like that, like a paid community where they're able to go in and ask questions. You're able to give once a month training. It could be a live training in the group, or just a live call like this one time a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, until I find those people that want to buy a membership club, can I just sell a 2-hour nutrition class that doesn't even have to be just for people with diabetes? It could be anybody.
Do you think that there'll be more people that purchase the membership club or group or the actual class? It all depends, like which one they're going to purchase.
I don't know. I think maybe the class.
Okay.
It's just people still don't know this is what I do.
Absolutely. So what you can do is you can still sell the class, but then they'll get 30-day free access to your membership group. And you can sign up in PayPal that way, or you can give them 2 months. I mean, no, I wouldn't do 2 months access.
2 months too much.
You can give them 30-day access to the group, okay, if they join the actual class. And you can set that up in PayPal. So if your membership group is $25 a month, and the class is what, $39 or $29, you can set it up as a down payment, $29 or $39, and then after the 30 days, they're gonna step into the actual price of the membership group, which can be $25, $47, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And when you do classes like this again, they get a discount. See, whenever you're in a membership club, it pays to be a member. They get special discounts. They'll get special incentives, whatever. You could be super creative with that group.
Awesome.
Or they'll get free access. I used to do that with my live stream class, 2 years ago. Whoever was in my membership group got the class for free. I did it that way because I wanted people to sign up for the membership group. You can have it to where if it's $25 a month, you give them that payment, or they can pay for the whole year, and you give them 2 months for free or whatever.
Okay.
So you can just pay for the whole year. I think it's
So now that I want to do it the first week of February, probably.
Yeah.
So would we do? So all of my lives should be about the problems of not understanding basics of nutrition.
And the problems of their family members not understanding the basics of nutrition too. Because since they're listening to it, they're retaining the content, they need to also get their family members in on it as well. Especially when you're starting off coaching or whatever you want to do, you got to build residual income first. Before you get full on into these courses and these programs, you got to constantly make sure you keep getting money in.
Okay.
Whether it's a $57 group or $25 group, it doesn't matter. You can fill it up to 1,000 people because you're not really in it as much as you would be doing a weekly course.
Okay.
Because that takes more time.
Yeah.
From you. Doing weekly coaching takes a lot of time.
All right. And then this class, I will just, once I teach it, then I will just add it to my membership site.
That's
and
it.
It'll always
add
be
it
there.
to it. And they get to look at that content forever. They get the replay to it, all that.
Okay. All right. So you think the first week of, how many days would I have to promote that if I do it the 6th of February?
I know we have the 21-day plan, but you guys know my marketing plan is 30 days. That's a good amount of time to build attention, get the word out there for whatever you're offering, and get people inside.
I think I get confused, Letitia, because if I do a 21-day plan, then I'm talking about all of the different things that my program can address for people with diabetes or pre-diabetes, versus if I'm just doing a week marketing plan for a class that I'm going to sell. Do you see what where I'm getting confused?
Mm-mm.
I don't know if I want to be doing another 21-day plan and wait.
The 21-day plan, Maddie,
to be launched.
Just be you.
When my 21-day plan has all kinds of different things.
I get what you're saying, but you don't. Okay, your 21-day plan can be just you giving them a link to pay. You see what I'm saying? Because some of y'all built that attention already. Y'all already been sharing your message, giving out free content, all that stuff. Your 21-day plan or your 30-day plan can be just you say, here's the link to join my workshop. You get 30-day access to my membership group or club or whatever you want to call it. And that's just be your offer. You go straight into the offer.
Okay, so you still suggest we do it for 21 days and wait
I
on the
suggest 30 days. I suggest that should be a conversation for the next 30 days.
Okay.
And that's
So
it.
whatever topic I'm talking about, I'm still gonna go. The call to action is I'm having this workshop in 30 days, the day, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 30 more days with no money.
No, you're offering it every day though. They're paying you. It's gonna start like my academy starts on February 4th. Whoever wants to join is paying me now.
Okay, got it.
You see what I'm saying? You're getting money, but you're getting it now, and the class is going to start in 30 days.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. And 30 days puts me what day? The end of February? Or before the end of February?
Like a little bit before the end of February. It's the 24th now. So yeah, Monday the 25th. That's when you launch it.
So February 25th?
Yep, that's on a Monday.
Okay. So all my lives are about that. Okay.
So you guys get what I'm saying? How if you're doing a recurring, I get it for a big ticket coaching program where you need a 21-day plan strategy for a $500 program or $1,000 program, right? You want to get a bunch of people in the room, you want to give them an awesome presentation, and in the presentation you make your offer. For something like this, I'm not doing no workshop for something like this for no $25 or $30 product. It's a waste of my time. I'm just going to talk about it every day. That's going to be my marketing plan for the next 21 to 30 days. That's it. And then after that, after I get enough people, then I can go into my 21-day plan for my course or whatever I'm offering after that.
Okay. So just to make sure I understood. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to be agitating the problem as to what are they losing by not understanding basic nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all going to lead into, you can start signing up for my class that's going to be on February 25th. Yep. It'll be a 2-hour workshop on basic nutrition. You and your family, anybody can attend.
Anybody. And if they have a family member that they want, if they buy in and refer someone, you can give them 10% off or whatever. So you got to give them a deadline. Even though the class is going to start on the 25th, you can tell them they have till the 22nd to sign up.
All right.
Okay. So what was I going to say also? I totally forgot what I was going to mention. It was so good. I forgot what I was going to say. But again, when it comes to something like this, you can absolutely market it and talk about it every day. That's what I did with the MLMpreneur crew. It was a $25 product a month, and I talked about it every day. I didn't do no workshop or master class or none of that stuff. It's just a waste of time.
Okay.
If I'm going to put that much work into doing slides and getting a bunch of people onto that class for a $25 product, it's not worth it. I'd rather do a $500 product or more and get them all in on a workshop and then sell from there and then do my whole follow-up stuff after the fact. But if you're on money go mode, make a product, talk about it every day, get people inside.
Okay.
Once you fill that up,
I can make a flyer and just take it to the doctor's offices nearby. And that can be another way of marketing that class.
Yep. Oh, here's what I was going to say. Another trick that I've done was let's say about, like, for example, I went live today and I write down the people who come in my live, right? So for example, I had 10 people come in my live when I was in the group earlier today. As you guys can see, if you notice, whenever I'm on live, y'all see me writing. I'm writing down people's names, not y'all names, because y'all my girls, you know what I mean? But if it's a new person, don't write with, if you're on our live Artavia and Therese comes in, don't write Therese, you know what I mean? The newer people that you see. So then the next time I go live, whether it's later on that day or the next day, I'm tagging them on that live before I go live. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of times if you keep re-engaging those people that come and watch you and you keep building that attention, that compound effect will keep their eyes on you, right? And they're like, okay, she has something important to say. And then they're going to end up purchasing whatever product or service that you have. Just keep tagging them. Do a private event on your personal page. Add these 33 people that has been watching my live. See, I have their names, all their names, all these is their names that I've been like writing down. I tag them on a private event on my Facebook page and say, hey, I got an academy coming up. Check it out. You're re-engaging. See, I'm trying to be very creative instead of spending a whole heap of money on Facebook ads, right? Which I still do. I do that. But I'm utilizing organic as well. You got to do those completely, right? Because Facebook ads is just to build, get people paying attention to you, build awareness. It's not, if unless you're an influencer, people are not going to really buy from us because we're still sort of new in the game, right? So I utilize organic strategies to just tagging people, doing these little private events, you know, putting them on there, popping a link on there and getting them interested in it. When somebody RSVPs or likes it, I inbox them and say, hey, my first thing I say is, hi, how are you? Right? Let me show y'all a conversation I had with this girl real quick.
Now, Leticia, when you're gonna tag these people in your group, are they all your friends? Because I can't tag people in my group that are not my friends.
No, this is on my, what do you mean not your friends? Why not? You put at in their first and last name. They don't have to be your friend.
Okay. Because I've tried, and then like, if I'm gonna tag people, if they're not my
if they're in your group, why are they not your friend?
I don't know, because I don't know these people.
But they're in your group.
They're in my group, but I don't know who they are, so I don't send them a friend request.
Well, you want to get to know them, like.
Oh, shoot. Well, I didn't think it was appropriate.
Everybody in my group are my friends. If they didn't join my group, they're not my friend.
All right, so I'm gonna friend them all.
Friend all of them. All of them are my friend. I gotta be able to see what they're commenting. I gotta be able to get all their engagement like fast. You gotta, you know, you could hit unfollow where like all the girls in that group except for you guys, I don't see their stuff on my timeline unless you're my client or, you know, whatever. I don't see your stuff on my timeline. So whenever I friend them, I go in, I unfollow them. So I'm not seeing all their crap on my timeline.
Okay.
Yeah, girl, you better start friend requesting them. Yeah, so once again, you just tag them every time you go live. Every time I go live, it takes some time, but it's well worth it, right? It's well worth it. And I just tag them in there and they come in and they keep watching.
Okay. Good idea.
I'm gonna show y'all a conversation, honey. Hold on a second. I want y'all to see like what I do on the back end. I want y'all to see me. Hold on, let me get this girl. Now, this is one girl that she needs the academy. Like, she is just like, ugh. She's all over the place. So basically, I posted a event. She for the Sales Success Academy, for anyone who's interested, she accepted the event, but she hasn't joined yet, right? So I just messaged her, what was it, yesterday? I said, hey, Darnell, how are you? Oh, she's talking about how she's sick, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, oh man, okay. What are you talking? I said, what are you taking? Like, I'm like getting interested. She said she was sick and stuff. She's talking about she's using Vicks and blah blah blah. So then I said, I truly hope you're feeling better. And she said she appreciated that I asked. You see how I started off with getting to know how her day was, what she's doing, blah 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 blah, right? So then she asked about the 6-week training because she's already accepted my invite, right? So now she's like further asking about it. And then I gave her the information and we just continued on with the conversation. So she says she's on my site now. She loves the video and stuff like that. So I'm going to get back to her again tomorrow because she hasn't joined yet. But you see how starting this conversation, instead, I could have just went right in and said, hey girl, you like my RSVP, when you going to join? Right? And that conversation would not have lasted as long as it is now. So today when I went live, so this happened yesterday. Today when I went live, I tagged her on the live and she came on in, and she came in a little late, but yeah, she came on in and then she said that I saw the comment she made that she's like ready to join. So I'm going to reach out to her tomorrow. And this is how you sell. You know, selling is a social conversation. It's not so much of this is the price, buy. You got to get into that conversation with people. And again, I did this to this girl here. Was it her? Yeah, I say, hey, how are you? And then she hasn't responded or looked at my message yet, but there was, her Charlie, Sherry, or whatever her name is, so, Charlie. I said the same thing to her. How are you doing, sis? Like this, I do a lot of stuff on the back end, guys. It's not just going live. That's just one part of the strategy, Martine. Who's Martine? Talking about that guy again. Marielle. That's just one strategy, right? You got to do some stuff on the back end. Sometimes you got to do a live, like she's asking about the package. I gave her the link. I gave her some more information. She wanted to get on a call to talk more about the program. And then I'm going to reach out to her again tomorrow, right? Because again, it's what you do on the back end that gets people to convert. Like you can go live. Let's say, Charmaine, you go live and you're talking, you notice some people on there and you're writing their names down and they may not even say anything, but you can even go back in your messenger, say, hey, Susan, thank you so much for joining my live. I hope you really enjoyed the information. By the way, I have a group, here, if you want interested in joining, go, here's the link, check it out. And they go like, oh, thank you so much. I didn't get to see the whole thing. Then I will go to that live. I'll get the URL for it. I'm like, here you go. Here's the replay. Oh my God, thank you so much. See, I'm not selling you nothing. I just want to get a conversation. Like, let's talk tea. You know what I'm saying? The offer's gonna come, but we got to do the work. And then, Charmaine, the next week you do an event for a workshop you're doing that's $30 whatever something dollars, and she ends up RSVPing for it. Now you have a money conversation. Then you go back, you say, hey girl, how you doing? Hey girl, hey. And then now we're leading into a money transaction. But you got to get social first. I think it's good. Any questions, ladies?
Yeah, so let me go back to, so with the low energy, I'm going to agitate the problem for 30 days.
Yep.
So I just need to Google something like low energy, blah, 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 and come up with some topics.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to, Octavia, you do the same thing I mentioned to Marielle. You're just selling the actual workshop right there off the live, because you could talk about the problem on the live, and then the solution will be go to this link. You can make a PayPal link, a bit.ly link, where they just go straight to the PayPal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Straight to the offer. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then also with the workshops, we can either do live or do pre-recorded, right? But
you mean to sell the offer?
What to be with our workshop? Because at the end I want to get them in the workshop. So should I do the workshop live or should I?
You can sell the recording.
Pre-recorded.
You can sell the pre-recorded if you want to. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
And then I'll have to do slides and stuff like that, though.
Yeah. To
do the pre-recorded. Okay.
They just get it right away. For Marielle, it would be different because her tripwire is the membership club. So she'll do the actual, 2-hour workshop, and the lead will be to them getting into that membership group. You can do the same thing too if you want.
So do like a membership group and a workshop.
Mm-hmm. They buy the workshop and they'll get 30 days access to the membership group. That's what Lady Boss does. I mean, she has a membership group. If you notice, she has one main group that's a free group. It has like thousands of people in that, but she has other groups, and you notice the numbers of those groups gets less and less because she has one group that is a free group, then a paid membership group, and then a paid private coaching group. And that has like probably less than 1,000 people in there because it's a paid, coaching group. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But she only offers her big ticket to the membership people. Mm-hmm. You don't ever talk about it outside. Because her methodology is, and she mentioned this to Funnel Hacker, I rather offer my big ticket stuff to people who are already buying from me because they know me. The trust is there.
Yeah.
Conversion is so much more easier with people who know you. 20% guaranteed.
Trying to write everything. Oh, and can you send me a picture of the last stuff that you wrote out for me, because I didn't get a chance to write it all down.
What I wrote?
When you was typing
the
headline, I didn't get all of it.
Okay. I'll put it in the chat right now. You know, if I wait, I'm gonna forget. Wait, how do I find it? It was my first time doing that.
I just want to be in time. Go to sleep.
Shadow baby.
She don't want to go to sleep. She waiting on me.
That's how the baby is. You saw the baby on my live. She was getting so mad that I wasn't getting her on the live, and then she started talking like me. She's a mess. Hey, y'all, it's my hubby. Hold on, I was sharing the screen. Come. This is Worry, my husband. Come closer.
Hello.
Hello.
Turn around so they can see you. He's shy. All right, let me find this for y'all. Where did I put it? It's my first time doing that Zoom file thing. Oh, let me see. I think it's in here. Learn something new every day. What's today, 24th?
Yes.
There it go. What? Wow. That is a cool feature. What?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold on, Teresa just sent me something. 1 second. Awesome. Teresa is amazing. She be looking out for me, honey. She's like, you saw this girl trying to get in the group. I don't know if she good. I was like, don't let her. I'll take her advice. I learned my lesson. She's like, I don't know, Tisha. I'm like, let the girl in. And look what happened. I had to kick the girl out and block the girl. He's like, okay, coach. Therese red flagging them ain't gonna happen. So they gotta get to Therese first. So. I told you they gotta get to my VA first and come right, because she goes through people's profiles, they everything.
That's funny. You got to have them like that.
Yeah, you
got to screen people.
She's good. Are you driving now, Mario? Why you called?
Oh, no, I just set up the Uber, so I'll see if I can pick up some rides before it's too late. And I get
Awesome. Do you get a lot of nights?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I usually start around 6:30 and then go until like 11. But since I was at the bar, I didn't make any money. I spent.
My sister does Uber Eats, so she likes it.
Yeah, I do Uber Eats too.
Yeah, she don't want to do the car thing, like where she's picking people up.
I did the Uber Eats at the beginning, but my car is too big and it's gas hog. I wasn't making it.
Yeah.
It's better for me to do regular Uber, because it's a huge truck.
But she found out about some really nice restaurants that she's never. They look like hole in the walls when you go inside. She's like, beautiful. So she's like, yeah.
I know.
I'm like, you don't feel like eating the food? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just take a wave. Like,
it smells so good sometimes.
I always want to eat their fries and their wings.
I know. I was like, I can't do it. I'm thinking they sold it over it all. I may eat the
I'm
product.
always thinking, I don't know if you're gonna get this food today. I might eat.
Complaints about me. They're gonna like fire me. I'm like, how you get fired from Uber Eats?
I know at one point I heard some stories that like people was eating like people fries and stuff when they get like fast food from like McDonald's. So now they have these stickers that they put on the bag. So if the seal is broken, they know that.
Yeah, McDonald's has that. Yep. When I order from McDonald's, they do that too. It's like a seal and it says my name on it. Mm-hmm. They still be forgetting stuff though. But I like what Uber Eats is that if there's one item missing, they'll refund me the whole order.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What was it? Mad times they will forget the soda or the salad dressing, and they don't have an option for a partial refund. So they'd be like, "Do you want us to have McDonald's bring the item to you, or wherever restaurant I'm ordering from, or do you want a refund?" I'm like, "I want a refund." Because by then it's like they're gonna take too long to bring it to my house. I ordered from this pizza restaurant 2 nights ago. Horrible pizza. I mean, oh my gosh. I gave them a horrible review. And I don't normally do that, but the food was really bad. It was really bad. Yeah. It's a lifesaver. Every time my mom come over, we'd be ordering ribs, string beans, and mashed potatoes from was it Applebee's? Maddie, I think you froze, but I hear your blinker.
I know, sorry. I should mute myself now.
It's okay. Oh, is that a little toy? Is that a penguin?
Yes.
How old is she?
How
old is she?
4.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
She's bigger than 4. She's
Don't be trying to be shy now. Say hi.
Oh my gosh, she looks like you. Why are you shy? It's so crazy how our genes are so strong. Your Darlene sons looks just like her. My kids is like me. Same thing with you, Octavia. Wow.
Yeah, the last 2, her, well, not the last 2, but her and my middle girl, they look just like me. Yeah, they look just like me.
It's amazing. Every time Darlene show a picture of her kids, I'm like, oh my gosh. You could just tell those are Darlene's babies. I got eggs. They just adorable. And especially when they smile, they look even more like you. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Y'all have any other questions? I think this was a really good call. It gave me some ideas.
Yeah. Our next class, is it going to be not next Thursday, but the Thursday after?
It's up to y'all. If y'all want another call, even if it's one person, I don't care. Okay. I don't got a job, y'all. So.
Okay. I'm gonna work on this.
I want y'all to get working, get talking about whatever you're offering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could start like a wait list, Octavia, you know, where you don't have to actually have a list, but you could say, if you're interested in this, type in 3. And you can always go back and put that link when you're ready to, when you have, you know, the links to pay up.
You know, I did that yesterday because it was a girl I was talking to on my, you know, on the post. And I gave her, I said, well, here's my link for my waiting list, because she was talking about how she need a workout at home workout program. And I gave her my link for a wait list, but it was through Constant Contact, and I'm not with them no more. I'm with MailChimp. So I was like, oh my God.
Go back and say, I'm so sorry I gave you the, no, you need to inbox her. Don't go back to that, just inbox her and say, hey sis, I'm so sorry I gave you the incorrect link. You know, you get do this one.
Okay, because that's what I'm going to work on now is put together a wait list on MailChimp.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure, Lord Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out, I'm technology savvy. Like
gotta get them links right. Brian is so right when he said, hey, check your links. Before I get one out, I always check it. I always go back every morning and check that same SSA link, just in case. You know, just in case ClickFunnels acts crazy. It sends it to another page. And I do it in my email copies too. Because I've done that before. Gave people the wrong payment link, which was for a lower price course. And I'm like, oh my God. I got so mad at myself. I just checked it. I just go so fast. I get so excited. you know,
Mm-hmm.
but check it. And again, guys, for stuff like this, that's like, you know, services that you're selling for not a large amount of price, you could just start selling it now. You don't have to wait to do a webinar and all that, build up that momentum. Like, honestly, and this is what Kim told me, is like those webinars and calls are like for 500 plus courses. Like if you're doing a course that's like $497 and up, it works to do a webinar, you know, but normally on these webinars, you only get like what? You probably get maybe 50 people who registered, if that, and only like 10 people show up. So now you're marketing a $25 product to only 10 people and only 2 people buy. That's what, $50? So you spend 21 days for $50?
Yeah, that's not.
If there's 2 people that sign up for a $500 product, that's $1,000. So I could do 21 days for $1,000 minimum if you divide it up. It's not that bad. It means, oh, great. But if it's the first time, it's really not that bad, because you could just do the follow. If you follow up with the rest of the people, you can get, you know, 3 here, 4 there, things like that. But something like this, where you building like a membership group or a workshop, just talk about it every day. Talk about the problem. Here's the link for the solution. Talk next day. Talk about the problem. Here's the link for the solution. It's time to start turning that money fast.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then those are the people where you can do a 21-day plan internally and offer them your higher ticket. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be the ones who buy first. Mm-hmm. And then your system can, on the outside, can just be for the whole year, you're getting them in that membership group. Internally, you're getting them in your higher ticket. If you guys notice, that's what I did last year for SBBF. I was promoting SSA. And then internally, I was promoting SBBF to you guys, unless Rhonda was doing one of her webinars and I'll join together with her. But my system was working with getting people who are already are my clients, who already know about your businesses, right? It's no guessing game, and getting them inside of SBBF. And I've noticed in my last launch through SBBF, most of the people who bought were already my client, like Jean, Treese, Madai. There's only 2 girls that were not my clients, which is Teresa and Terry. Not Terry Gray, another Terry. So it's still showing my conversion is really with people who already know me when it comes to SBBF. So what that means is that I need to keep going harder with SSA, getting ladies in there. And if someone wants to stay in the academy, that's fine. If someone wants to upgrade to SBBF, that's fine. You know? You see what I'm saying? How where your ascension model needs to be. Sometimes your option is not always starting at the top. You got to work your way in these mini courses for a while, and then, you know, change it up later on in the year, or maybe next year, to a higher ticket first, and then, you know, have it dwindling down to everything else.
Okay.
But the market will show you as they buy from you. They'll show you, and you just go according to how they purchase your products and services that way. I feel like drinking the cleanse tonight.
Mm-hmm. I know you can take one in the morning before you eat your breakfast.
Okay.
And then one at night.
Okay.
Before, I don't know if I can't remember, before your last meal.
It just tastes so
bedtime.
Good. So
before your last
I like it.
meal.
Some people don't like it.
I love it. I love the taste.
Yeah, I like the way it tastes.
It tastes like champagne.
Oh Lord, I don't know about champagne, but
I think the ginger taste is too strong.
It tastes like champagne, please. Very exciting to me. You said take it now, Darlene?
Before dinner.
Oh, before. Okay, I ate dinner already. So that's too late.
But I have taken it afterwards, and you know, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I don't know what his plans are, so I just. I gotta do it though. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I gotta take these braids out, but I don't feel like doing it. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Hmm? Yeah. Can you give me some juice? Yeah. Any questions, ladies?
No, thank you. This was very informative and helpful. So thank you.
You're welcome. And make sure you reach out to that dropship person, Octavia. Just inquire. Just inquire. You don't have to make no commitment. Just inquire. All right. So we'll be back on next Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.